I'm Aldo Del Call. I'm a member of the Lay Representatives Committee representing the Hematology Group, and I'm also the Lay Representative for the Molecular Tumor Board. My interest in being on the Lay Representatives Committee stems from the fact that I am a patient. I was diagnosed with multiple myeloma, hematological malignancy 16 years ago. And after I was diagnosed, I frantically was looking for clinical trials, and I stumbled across the CCTG website, and I became interested in learning more about the organization. I spoke to one of the hematologists that was part of CCTG at the time, and he put my name forward to be part of the Lay Rep Committee representing the Hematology Group. It's very important that the patient voice be represented when clinical trials are being designed, protocol developed, etc. Not so much perhaps as to add to the, any scientific perspective, but more, very importantly, the perspective of the patient and what does the patient care about. Obviously, treatment outcomes, that's very important, but additional issues like quality of life, for example. So that's one example of where we as patients constantly remind investigators that, hey, that these are important things for patients to include in your trial. I don't think it was more of a question of choosing to participate as wanting to be part of the clinical trial Lay Rep Committee at CCTG, simply because I think it's important to have the voice of the patient at the table. Personally, provide me with insights in terms of how clinical trials are designed. When patients ask me about clinical trials, I get to probe a bit and ask them, the motivation for being part of a trial. In many cases, it's because they have no other options left. So the perception in the minds of many people is that, clinical trials are kind of like a last-ditch effort or attempt to enhance your outcome. However, clinical trials can be a treatment option at every stage of the disease, because there are clinical trials designed for patients that are newly diagnosed, that have relapsed, etc. So there's a lot of education to be done with the patients to basically address some of the misperceptions they have about clinical trials.